Welcome to 24-Hour Sports. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You are now here with Daryl Green, and this is the first episode of the brand new series, Eyes on Micah. Before I start the video, I want to say, with the whole Jalen Hurts, Micah Parsons situation, why can't they both just be great? I don't like the negative connotation associated with the whole system quarterback situation. Every quarterback is in a system, and I think that we should get rid of that word. I said Jalen Hurts was a system quarterback and everybody frowned upon it. That's not saying that you're not a good quarterback. Every quarterback is in a system fit to go along with their talent, with their positives, with their strengths. And to look at that and say that that's a negative connotation, it's not. And that's where I stand on that situation. Why can't they both be great? I understand they're rivals, but I like how the Eagles responded to the situation. You know, they're focusing on the Bears. They're focusing on this week, and they said the Cowboys should focus on Jacksonville. And that's what I believe as well. These teams shouldn't be focused on each other until next week. There's no need or reason to be talking about each other. And that's just where I stand on that. So let's get into the video. The common narrative around Micah Parsons is that he has disappeared in these past few weeks. People are looking at quarterback pressures, quarterback hits. He has not disappeared in the past few weeks. We have to look at the scheme against him. What is he asked to do? What are the Cowboys trying to accomplish against that said team on a said week? Right here on the first play, we're just going to see Leighton Vander Esch. I'm running out of patience. I'm running out of patience with Leighton Vander Esch because I said he has sometimey eyes, and the eyes are just getting bad. They're getting worse and worse. And the reason that this ties into my evaluation of Micah Parsons is because I'm still seeing him running down the field, making the tackles that he's not supposed to make. But I'm seeing effort plays, and as long as I'm seeing effort plays, then I know Micah Parsons is locked into the game. I know he's still here. And this is one play that I must say I want to see something different. This is what I want to see in the evolution of Micah Parsons. I don't know if he's coached to do this, but one thing I can say, when you're lined up in that wide nine and the receiver has a tight split, a lot of times when you're a dominant player, people know that you're the guy who has to be stopped. You're going to get hooked by that receiver. It's just to get somebody in your way to slow you down. That's all they're doing. But instead of and he spins around the guy. That's probably a reaction thing. But one thing I can say that I want to see Micah Parsons doing is when you get that tight split, that guy is right outside on your outside shoulder, run through him. Run through him. Because when you run through him, there's not too many receivers in the NFL that are going to want to continue to block you. They're going to say, Coach, I can't do it. I can't do that one. So run through him. Run through him, Micah Parsons. Instead of spinning around that block, I guarantee you less and less receivers or tight ends are going to want to chip or hook you. And right here on this play, I can't really tell if it's a stunt or does he just have the freedom to pick a gap. But one thing I must say, we see guys chipping Micah Parsons, double. Even 3 guys are getting hands on Micah Parsons in one play, and it's wearing him down. And one thing I saw as the game progressed, they were blocking Micah Parsons one-on-one. And the thought process behind that, the knowledge behind that is we send all these bodies at him. We send all these guys at him. So by the time we need this play, we need to free up guys and get a one-on-one block on Micah Parsons. We can do that because we've worn them down. And right here on this play, this was one of Micah's few one-on-one, pass rush attempts. And he starts off with the rip move to the outside, and then he counters it with the swim move back inside. It's a good job of getting the ball out. And I like this. It was one of the few pressures Micah Parsons got in this game, but it's still showing me that he's still here. He's still dominant. He's not going. And we seen the Texans come out with the RPO read option package with Jeff Driscoll. It's going to be interesting to see because that's what you're going to get with the Eagles. That's what you're going to get with the Eagles. That's the bottom line. And that's the team that you have to beat right now. But it's going to come back up. It's going to come back up. So I'm just looking at this situation and how can we better play this situation in the future. And I believe Micah Parsons is athletic enough to just make a play. Instead of when we see read option, we see defensive ends, the read guy, whoever the read guy may be, we see them try to cloud the read. I'm not biting hard on the dive and I'm not biting hard on the quarterback. I want Micah Parsons to bite hard. Pick one. That's what I want him to do and let the linebacker behind him play off of that. That's what I want to see. Less thinking, more playing. And one of the things that I would like to pitch to Dan Quinn is the usage of Micah Parsons. Instead of lining him up on the inside sometimes, we see him lined up on the inside sometimes. and he's just stagnant. He's in a stance. And they're using him in stunt packages. But one thing I would like to see is the usage of a rover package. A couple years ago, we were seeing Zadarius Smith in Green Bay playing a rover. I think Micah Parsons can excel in that position. Letting him roam around, having the defense thinking, oh, is he going to blitz my gap? Oh, is he going to stunt this? Oh, is he going to blitz somewhere else? Is he going to pivot and go somewhere else? Just a lot of possibilities that they could be thinking about. I think adding that can get Micah Parsons some more sacks, get other guys some more sacks, generate more one-on-one matchups because they're worrying about what he's doing while he's roaming in the middle. And I give Micah Parsons a B- for this game. There wasn't too much in the game. I think it's attested to the Texans scheme rather than Micah Parsons just not performing well. But there wasn't a lot to take away from this game. Like I said, he made the effort plays. He made some good tackles. He ran. He played hard. Wasn't any sacks. It wasn't much pressure. But he did what he had to do. They won the game. And it's going to be interesting to see these next couple weeks because how are they going to use Micah Parsons? They're number one in sacks. So he's not getting sacks every game. He's not dominating every game. But he's the reason that these guys are number one in sacks, even if he didn't get any sacks, because he's generating one-on-one matchups for other guys. And that's why I think that rover position would be something to implement into this team, into the scheme, because it'll be money. It'll be perfect. We'll see. We'll be back next week with episode 2 of Eyes on Micah. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.